Back up here. Test, test, test. So anyway, my name is Bob Walker. I'd like to welcome you guys all for the Saturday sessions. Thank you. Thank goodness I brought my family. I'm going to introduce you to the band before we start. This is Gregg Harding from Banana Fish, my longtime friend, great guitar player. I can't tell you how thrilled I am to be here. I can't thank Matt Cashdaller enough for all the things that he does for music. When he was at Liverpool, when he was at Oakland, he's just done marvelous things. Again, Greg, it's a thrill for me to be playing here because of the fact I know all the people, so many of the people. My good friend Alex Bevan's going to be playing a little bit later. He and I go back farther than we'd like to think, I believe. But anyway, it'll be a great pleasure to see him playing again. So we're going to start out with a song that's actually written by a friend of mine, and I'm going to kind of dedicate my set to Brett Hartenbaugh. Some of you all know him. Brett's been very ill, some of you know, and he toured for a long time with Daniel Johnston. Some of you guys know Daniel Johnston, who actually is a graduate of Oakland High School. And if you haven't seen the movie The Devil and Daniel Johnston, you got to see it. Get it on Netflix, wherever. It's a fabulous movie. This school's in it, East Liverpool's in it. It's kind of an interesting thing. Won the Sundance Film Award of 2006, I do believe. But anyway, Brett traveled and toured with Dan for a long time. And this song is basically, to explain a little, it's called Texas 1983. It's a song about when Dan moved from the Ohio Valley here down to Texas. He was on MTV, won the Singer-Songwriter Award in Austin, and lots of other stuff. But this is a song, if you've seen the movie, you'll recognize where all the little allusions and things going. So anyway, we're going to do Texas 1983 by Brett Hartenbaugh. I never felt like Robert Johnson. I never really felt that odd. I never listened to the voice of Jesus, and I listened to the voice of God. Black is the color that I'm seeing, baby blue is what I feel. I never asked to see this deeply. I never asked to be this way. I went looking for a moment of hope in Texas. Everything came crashing down in Texas. I went looking for redemption in the streets of Texas. And they're only going to laugh at you. Don't look to me for all the answers. I never understood why. I never understood all the buildup. I never understood why I had to fall. Watch me clean down in the water, cover me and make me whole. I'd give it all to understand it. I'd give it all to save my soul. I went looking for a moment of hope in Texas. Everything came crashing down in Texas. I went looking for redemption in the streets of Texas. I never felt like Robert Johnson. I listened to the voice of God. Thank you very much. Second song I'm going to do is a song that I'm going to do for my dear friend Lena Lockhart. I'm going to dedicate everything to everything here and everybody here today. But Lena is a marvelous supporter of music. Always, she knows every group that I've ever seen. She's a huge fan of Gregg's. She's heard me play more times than anybody but my wife. She loves Banana Fish. Doug Smith, who's doing an excellent job on the sound. Alex Bevan, she knows everybody, and does a great job of following everybody. But this is a song, a Steve Gillette song called Darcy Farrow, and it's a tragic song, so it's kind of depressing, but it's a beautiful song. Where the Walker runs down to the Carson Valley plain, there lived a maiden, Darcy Farrow was her name, and the daughter of Old Dundee, and a fair one was she, sweetest flower that bloomed over the rain. Her voice was as sweet as the sugar candy, touch was soft as a bed of goose down. Her eyes shone bright like the city lights shone in the night out in Yarrington town. Well, she was courted by young Vanderbilt. Oh, quite a handsome lad was he, as I hear. Brought her his silver rings and such lacy things, and she promised to wed before the snow fell that year. But her pony he did stumble and he did fall. Her dying touched the hearts of us, one and us all. Young Dandy in his pain put a bullet in his brain, married them together as the snow began to fall. Where they sing at Darcy Farrow, where the Truckee runs through. Sing at Darcy Farrow in Virginia City too. Dusky sundown, well, they drink her around, and to young Vandy, whose love was true. Where the Walker runs down to the Carson Valley plain, there lived a maiden, Darcy Farrow was her name, daughter of Old Dundee, and a fair one was she, sweetest flower that bloomed over the rain, and the sweetest flower that bloomed over the rain. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Beautiful song. Kind of depressing, though, but hey. I'm going to do a song maybe some of you have heard, maybe not, I doubt it, but a lot of my family's from Ireland, and a lot of them from Scotland. Caledonia. Anyway, this is a song written by Dougie MacLean. Some of you may have heard of Dougie MacLean, but anyway, he's a Scottish singer. It's kind of like the voice of Scotland. Wrote a song called Caledonia about Scotland. It's a homesickness song, the ultimate homesickness song. He lived in Perthshire in Scotland, and he moved over to London to make his living as a musician in London, and got incredibly homesick. And so he wrote this song. My apologies, I got a little bit of a cold, so my apologies for that. But thank you, Greg. Anyway, so do you. But anyway, it's a beautiful song called Caledonia about coming home. I don't know if you can see, changes have come over me in these last few hours. I have been afraid I might drift away. So I've been telling old stories, singing songs, make me think about where I came from. That's the reason why I seem far away today. Well, then let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. I should become a stranger, well, you know, it would seem it's more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. I have moved and I kept on moving, proved the points that needed proving, lost the friends needed losing, found others on the way. I have tried, kept on trying, stolen dreams there's no denying. Well, I've traveled hard, hotels flying, somewhere in the wind. Well, then let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. I should become a stranger, you know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Well, I'm sitting here before the fire, empty room, the forest choir. I must disappear. Our flames are growing much very higher, yes I know. Steady thinking all my way on, all my way back home. So I'm steady thinking my way is clear, and I know what I must do tomorrow when the hands are shaking, kisses blown. Well, I will disappear. Well, then let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. If I should become a stranger, you know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Thank you very much. So I'm going to do a couple more songs here real quickly, and one of the songs I was fortunate enough to have worked with a lot of the Texas singer-songwriters. Larry Gross from Texas originally, and then moved to West Virginia, and is now has Mountain Stage on West Virginia Public Radio every week, syndicated show. He wrote Junk Food Junkie, for those of you who remember the 1970s. But anyway, I got to work with him and Willis Allen Ramsey, who wrote Muskrat Love. He was a very interesting guy. Mason Williams did Classical Gas and all those guys. So I was really lucky to meet them. But one of the guys is Guy Clark, and he wrote a song. This is kind of like a metaphor, you know. Okay, so this is a metaphorical song. It's going to like teach you lessons and stuff like that, especially to the younger people in the crowd. That's right. Right. So anyway, it's called The Cape. So. But he's 8 years old with flour sack cape tied all around his neck. Climbed up on that old garage, he was figuring what the heck. Screwed his courage up so tight, but then it came unwound. He gave a running start, and bless his heart, he headed for the ground. He's one of those who knows that life is just a leap of faith. Spread your arms, hold your breath, and always trust your kid. Well, he's all grown up with the flour sack cape tied all around his dreams, full of piss and vinegar, and he's busting at the seams. He licked his fingers and he checked the wind. It's gonna be do or die. He wasn't scared of nothing, boys. He was pretty sure he could fly. He's one of those who knows that life is just a leap of faith. Spread your arms and hold your breath. Always trust your kid. Well, he's all grown up with the flour sack cape tied all around his head. He's still climbing up on that old garage, and he will be till he's dead. All these years the people said he's acting like a kid. He did not know he could not fly, and so he did. He's one of those who knows that life is just a leap of faith. Spread your arms and hold your breath. Always trust your king. Spread your arms and hold your breath. Always trust your king. I love that song. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So again, I'd like to thank you all for listening patiently to us while we're here. Thanks to Gregg Harding. Thanks to Doug, of course. And
thanks for having me, Bob.
Thank you. And Matt and everybody else has something to do with it. So I'm going to finish up with my hit song that, it's like, there's one thing that I learned a long time ago is if you write songs, and, you got to write songs about stuff you know about, right?
Absolutely.
So this is a song about stuff I know about. So a lot of you guys have heard this song. It's sort of a YouTube classic, right? At the hot dog shop. At the hot dog shop. Cheddar chili and fries.
Ooh, that's nice.
At the hot dog shop.
The hot dog shop.
Well, I woke up this morning, didn't know what to do. Well, I put on my hat, I laced up my shoes. I thought that I'd head out of the neighborhood, head downtown to get me some food at the hot dog shop. At the hot dog shop. Cheddar chili and fries.
My, that's nice.
At the hot dog shop.
Hot dog shop.
Well, I went down to Milligan's to get some paint and some tools. I stopped at the library to show I weren't no fool. I stopped at the Wild Well to shoot me some hoops, but all I could think about was chicken noodle soup at the hot
dog shop.
At the hot dog shop. Cheddar chili and fries.
Boy, that's nice.
At the hot dog shop.
Hot dog shop.
Well, some like McDonald's and Wendy's too, but in my humble opinion, well, they'll just never do, 'cause I like the chocolate malts and the chili and the fries and the breakfasts there make me early to rise at the hot dog shop. At the hot dog shop. Cheddar chili and fries.
Ooh, that's nice.
At the hot dog shop.
The hot dog shop.
At the hot dog shop. At the hot dog shop. Thank you very much.